Hello, I'm Pancho Moncada.
I'm Silvana Pajor Flores. Welcome to our channel. First and foremost, please subscribe.
Yes, make sure to subscribe so you can follow us and continue learning about Family First Life and how to improve as an agent. Today I'm here with Silvana, who has been an agent with Family First Life for a little bit over 5 years with plenty of experience in the industry. So I'm very excited to ask her some questions to teach you today how to become a better agent, not just in the in-home but also outside. So without further ado, Silvana, thank you so much for joining us today. And let me ask you a couple of questions. Tell us briefly a little bit about yourself, how you got started with Family First Life, and if you remember your first sale, just tell me a little bit about it. I would love to hear about it.
That was a long time ago. I've been in the insurance industry since 2013, so that will be 8 years. But I started with a Family First Life in May of 2015. I did have a little bit of experience in my first sale with Family First Life. I was nervous just because I changed from being captive, which means just one company, 2 or 3 products, to having a lot of companies, 20, 30 companies with a lot of products. That's where I got a little bit nervous, but I just follow what they told me to do. And it was a family where the husband had a lot of medical issues. So I did what I was told, called my manager, and got them covered.
So tell me a little bit about what were your instructions going into your first appointments with Family First Life? What do you have to do?
I wanted to know everything about all the companies and all the products and eligibility. I mean, what they will cover. That's what eligibility means. So I was told not to worry about product knowledge. What I was told was to just get to know the family, care about them, understand what would happen. My job was to understand what would happen if one of them were to pass away, and fill out an inventory, a suitability worksheet to understand not only about their situation, okay, but also about their income in case there's a disparity of income between husband and wife. What is their mortgage amount, and their medical condition, and if they have some sort of coverage. I was told to do that, take a picture, and call my manager, send the picture and call my manager from the in-home. So my manager will tell me what product, what company to offer in order to fix a problem.
Got it. So in your first appointment with Family First Life, you completed that suitability sheet, you asked all these questions, and then you took a photo, you sent it to your manager. How did you position this to your client that you were going to call somebody else to make sure that you're getting the right product? How do you do that?
It's a part of the structure. You know, when I get to the home, I already put from the beginning, I put myself in a position where I'm structuring the whole appointment.
Okay.
Because I tell the people I'm sitting down with, hey, I'm here to help you. This is what's going to happen today. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, medical, financial, age, current coverage, for me to understand your situation. And from there, I'm going to call the in-home underwriter to make sure that what I'm thinking is the right thing to do or the best thing according to your situation. After I get the answer from the in-home underwriter, I'm going to present a couple of options to see what fits your budget and your needs the best. You're going to pick what's best for you, and we're going to submit a request for coverage.
Got it. So from the beginning, you're already setting the expectation that there's going to be an application that we're going to send for coverage. Is that right?
Correct. In the first 5 minutes.
Within the first 5 minutes. That's fantastic. That's very important because by doing that, you already knowing if they want to move forward with it. Otherwise, you can just pack your bag and go to the next appointment.
And not only that, you know, to make sure that I treat myself as the doctor of life insurance.
Okay.
When you go to the doctor, you don't question your doctor, right? You expect to have to wait for the doctor and do this and the other and answer a lot of questions, right? So if I go to a house and I don't cover them, they're in the same situation that they were before me getting there. So I'm a problem solver. So in order to fix a problem, I need to understand the problem first and establish and tell them that we need the coverage today.
Makes sense. Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about that. That inventory sheet, of course, gives you a lot of structure based on what I'm saying, but based on what I'm hearing. But before all these, of course, you went and you sat down with clients. How do you here at Family First Life? How do you get to find these clients? How do you go meet with them? Is this family, friends? How do you go about it?
Great questions. One of the greatest things that I've experienced since 2015 with Family First Life is the leads. The lead,
what are leads?
The lead is a person that submitted a request. Either they submitted a request over Facebook, or they submitted a request just on the internet, or they filled out a postcard, an actual form that got mailed to them, and they fill it out and put it in the post office and send it back to us. We buy as many as we can or as we want. There's endless amounts of them in every city, every zip code in the whole United States.
Wow.
So it's either they're requesting traditional life insurance, either they are requesting mortgage protection, they're requesting income replacement, final expenses, or help with their retirement.
Fantastic. So for the sounds of it, everything begins with the leads, right?
Cool.
So, and you have access to a lot of leads here in Family First Life, which is great. And then by having access to those leads, then you call them, you set an appointment with them, you go to the appointment, and once you're in the appointment, you do what you explained earlier. You go through a suitability sheet and so on. Now, how do you prepare yourself before going to the appointment? What are the things that you take with you to the appointment? And why do you prepare yourself? What is your purpose?
Good question. Well, there are different stages of preparation, right? Number one, when I'm in the car, I try to be training and listening to podcasts or something like that to learn more of, or from these great leaders that we have here at Family First Life. So I'm mentally preparing to go to an appointment, to be in the right mindset. Then is the other stage of preparation is the way that your client is going to see you from when you park the car. So you want your car to just look presentable, clean. So they're seeing through the window. They want to feel proud that you're visiting them, right? Then I dress casual, just a Family First Life polo shirt, jeans, Oxfords, and in my briefcase, in my bag, I have my computer, my iPad, the Apple Pencil, sorry, okay? Just in case the computer is out of battery or don't have internet, I have the tablet. And if for whatever reason none of those were to work because of internet, I already have emailed myself all the paper applications that I can use in the iPad.
Got it. So if there's no internet, you can directly do it manually directly on the iPad.
Correct. And my computer has all the folders for all the companies with agent guides, applications, pretty much everything that I will possibly need.
That's fantastic, because then it wouldn't take you too much time to find the applications that you may need when you're sitting there. Did you learn that right away, or it took you a couple of years to learn that because you've been here for a while?
It took me a long time. Well, back then I started on the paper application days. So, wow. But as soon as I started having electronic applications, I found myself in those situations where I didn't have internet. So I could not use an electronic application.
But at least you've done paper applications. I have never done a paper application before, but I have been given the advice that Silvana, like what she does basically. So I also have myself some paper applications directly downloaded on my iPad to fill it up with the Apple Pencil as well. So yeah, that's very good advice, just in case. You never know. Right. You're in the middle of nowhere and there's no internet. You have to get it done. That can happen because we protect people everywhere. Excellent. So you have your briefcase with all that information. What else do you have in there?
I always have the lead that the client filled out. Either if it was an internet lead, I will print it out just to confirm I try to have that in my hand when I knock on the door actually.
Right.
I have my license with the
Good.
state that I'm working at, with the state I'm working at. And I have just a few examples of companies that we'll work with. We call it the credibility worksheet. Tells a little bit about what we do and what companies we work with.
Mm-hmm.
So I present that to every person, just establishing credibility, who I work with, and how long I've been doing this.
Fantastic. So you come in there with your computers, your chargers, your iPad, you have the lead, you have the credibility sheet, so and you have your license, you have your state license there printed out as well for them to see. So once you have all that information, everything's set up, you have your clean car outside, then you take control of the place and you find the next table, or you go and sit on the couch.
No, that is again part of structure. As soon as we walk in, we have an appointment. It will be weird if I'm asking permission again. So as soon as they open the door, wave at them, say Silvana, and just make the step forward to go into the house. I came for our appointment, our mortgage appointment, our final expense appointment. And as soon as we walk in the house, it's like, oh, where's the closest table we can sit at so I just got to take a couple of notes.
Right.
So it's just structure and setting the expectation from the get-go as we were talking before.
Fantastic. Well, so I'm gonna recap a little bit. So for the sounds of it, everything starts with the leads, right? Besides the leads, we're talking a lot about structure, right? Having structure not only in the home, but also the preparation, the structure prior to it. And then once you have both structure there, that helps you have that control in the home to be able to present the right products to your clients. Have you run into any issues? And when you do run into some issues with a client that you don't find some kind of information, how do you go about it? Is there any source of help, resource, or anything for you to contact, call, find in order to see how you can protect the family? Because you've been here for quite some time, Silvana, but I'm sure you still find these outliers, brand new cases of things that are surprising.
That's a really good question. So if you're brand new with the Family First Life, there is a lot of help out there. I try to be independent and not take time from people. That's why we have sheets, helpful sheets, okay, that list all the companies and the medical conditions for eligibility purposes. So all the companies are listed and all the medical conditions, and then you just match, diabetes versus high blood pressure versus, I don't know, heart attack. Okay, so that is my first step of eligibility. Number two, if I'm still confused, if you're a new agent, okay, then my first advice is start using it, but always call your manager from the in-home. So you have a faster response.
You mentioned something important, so I'm sorry to interrupt you. You say call your manager from the in-home. Don't call them after you left. Like make sure that you do it while you're there with the client, right?
Super important.
Why is that?
Why is that? Well, if you're like brand new, this is your first week, I always ask everyone to share your entire calendar. So not only I know I have to be available, I will overlap it with my own calendar. So I know you're calling because you need help, not because you just want to check where to buy leads. But also, if I know I'm going to be super busy, I will share with Pajor, who also helps me helping other people as well. If Pajor is not available, we have a whole line of people that we go and ask help to help you, okay? So...
And if all that fails, where can they go?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
If all that fails, if people are not available, because we're very busy, like protecting families all the time. So
the phone's number one, and then we have apps, different apps. Slack is one of the apps that will help. That we have a lot of agents. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of agents. You just post your question there, and someone will help you within minutes, as you have experienced recently.
Right. No, absolutely. Like the Slack group is fantastic. If you have any questions there, you can just post it out. Brief description, I'm sitting here with a male, 60, non-smoker, is having these conditions, blah, blah, and they're looking for X amount of coverage. How will you go about it? And then people just start pouring their knowledge there, trying to help you out. In my opinion, is one of the best things about the Family First Life as its own, because it's the culture here of helping people. Even though we're all independent, we're all helping each other. It's kind of weird not to want to help other people around because we're not competing. Everyone has their own leads. So it's not that you're competing against anyone here. Everyone is trying to support and help each other get to the next level, and that's what we do.
We elevate each other.
100%. So Silvana, thank you so much for answering all those questions. We really appreciate your time. Tell us a little bit about the national convention, what's going on at the end of the year. I know I attended my first national convention earlier this year and it was fantastic. It was in Kansas City, but then tell us about the next one that's happening in 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you found a little bit of our hints and tips here helpful, just imagine going and seeing the best producers in the whole nation. It's going to happen in Miami, Miami-Dade, in the Dolphin Stadiums, not less. Everyone is invited. You don't need to already have signed up with the Family First Life. You can come and check us out. You can bring your friends, family, boyfriend, neighbor, dog. I'm pretty sure it will be fine. Just join us. Here you can find the link to National Convention.
To register, yeah.
February. We need you guys to register or reach out to
If you have any questions,
get us, help you register. We need a head count. It's gonna be thousands of people, so we need to make sure
that you have a seat.
Yeah. Correct.
Very good. And then besides that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we're going to continue to be posting information, some more specifics, some extra tips coming up. And also you can find us in our different social media platforms as well. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're both hiring nationwide. And and then we're going everywhere. Like next week we're going to Hawaii. So yeah, fantastic. Like feel free to reach out, ask any questions, how to join this, do your research, and we'll welcome you here with open arms.
Thank you guys. I hope you're having a good day.
Thank you, Silvana. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.